Master Braga, your Padawan and the Republic base are safe. The Imperials attacked, but I drove them off. SWTOR had a crisis of confidence, but I set him on the right path. He isn't afraid to fight anymore.
That may be so, but Quesh is no place for a Padawan. I'll have him transported somewhere safe. Thank you for confirming SWTOR as well. Do you have anything else to report?
The Emperor's personal executioner was hunting your Padawan. I sent him away empty-handed, but he said we'd meet again. What do you know about this Emperor's Wrath?
The Council has heard that title, but little more. I'm sure his interest in you is related to the Darth Anquil incident. Our strike team is pursuing a new goal on the ice planet Hoth. We're up against pirates and Imperials there. We need your help. Travel to Hoth and contact Jedi Knight Liha Nerez. She'll explain more. May the Force be with you. Master Braga, out.
I knew you'd come through, T7. If we have Imperial sympathizers inside the Republic, we need to know who they are. Time to pay House Bayless a visit. I'm sensing a pattern here, T7.
Gotta say, this is one comfy starship. Never saw anything this cushy on the Outer Rim. Those fringers use rocks for pillows. And medical care? Forget it. Kolto might as well be a myth. Tough work being a doctor outside the Corps.
Healing the sick and wounded is difficult no matter where you are.
Try doing surgery without anesthetic. It's even harder if the patient doesn't get any. I could have gone home, had a safe medical practice, and died of boredom. But I'm a man of action. You have any idea how many people have tried to kill me for bringing quality healthcare to their planets?
You must have a lot of unhappy customers.
All my patients love me, even the ones who don't make it. The frontier worlds are crawling with pirates, gangsters, and tax collectors. But they're no match for old Doc. Not everyone needs a laser sword and mind tricks to get out of a tight spot.
You wouldn't be here if I didn't respect your skills.
You got the Force, I bring the finesse. If I were you, I wouldn't leave the ship without me. I need the Jedi Council's hollow frequency. Old Doc's gonna have a chat with your bosses. This code you people follow has you wrapped up tighter than the Emperor's shorts. It's not healthy. In my professional experience, enjoying life on a regular basis dramatically reduces your chances of falling to the dark side.
How exactly would indulging myself lead me away from the dark side?
That's like swallowing tiny doses of poison for an extended period. Eventually, you develop a tolerance. I'm glad I'm around to keep things lively. The ship would be way too serious without me.
Funny trivia. That gang on Nar Shaddaa I wiped out, the Urkasags, tried to recruit me away from the refugees. Said I'd be better off with them. They had credits, food, cute little clubhouse. All I'd have to do is kill a rival gangster.
If you joined that gang, we probably wouldn't be here.
Still the hardest choice I ever made. I'd been living in a cargo crate for years, eating leftover food from the promenade. Had the Force and Sith training to use it, Could have been running that gang if I wanted. Instead, I did the right thing. Mostly. Violence is wrong, I get that. But my friends are safe because the other gangs are scared of ending up like the Urkasags. Ironic.
You protected people you cared about. That's a good thing.
Nice of you to say. Still don't know if what I did on Nar Shaddaa was right or wrong, but it was necessary. Been doing some light reading lately. Amazing what's tucked away in the Jedi archives. Still hunting down exact details, but get this. The Council can grant Jedi the right to attach under certain circumstances. Heavily monitored, of course. Probably need a special license, but still, interesting.
Don't you get a little thrill from going behind the Council's back?
Who doesn't? But I worry about tarnishing my perfect reputation. We wouldn't be the first, you know. I've even found records of Jedi who were married, had children. Not that I'm suggesting we, I like things the way they are.
If there's any chance we could have the same happiness as normal people, don't you want to try?
Never said I was opposed to making changes. Eyes are tired. Too much reading. Need to relax.
Meet me in my quarters in 2 minutes.
Actually, sneaking around can be kind of fun. I'm suddenly motivated to find out more about the Council's special permission. Let you know when I do, tough guy.
This is Jedi Knight Liha Nerez. Please identify.
Master Tol Braga sent me to help you.
I already received word of your success on Balmorra. Glad you're here. As if Hoth wasn't hostile enough, I'm contending with the Empire and White Maw pirates of all things.
I'm getting a lot of interference on this end. What's the problem?
The planet's atmosphere plays havoc with comm frequencies. We're lucky to have any signal at all. Hoth's one of the largest starship graveyards in the galaxy. During the war, there was a massive battle in orbit. Dozens of vessels crashed to the surface. Because of the freezing cold, they've remained well preserved. Some are almost intact.
I imagine the White Maw came here to loot the remains.
Several ships are Imperial too. The Empire doesn't want the pirates or us getting to them. One of the crash vessels contained a full technical readout of the Emperor's fortress.
A map of the bad guy's house. Nice.
One of the Empire's top scientists during the war upgraded the fortress's defenses. He was the only non-Sith to ever see the inside. The technical readouts were lost when the scientists crashed here. His shipwreck has never been found.
We're not gonna just dig in the snow and hope for the best, are we?
No. Your job is to clear the way once I know where we're going. Those technical readouts are critical to infiltrating the Emperor's fortress. We will not fail. I'm headed for the main Republic base. Take a shuttle to the surface and meet me there. Liha Nerez out.
Hoth, Master Jedi. The shuttle is prepped and ready. We're just waiting for clearance from the station controller to launch.
What's this all about?
Salvage operations. There was a huge space battle with the Empire near here, and a whole fleet crashed into Hoth. I wouldn't want to count how many millions of credits the Republic lost in the ice. Really, you ought to try to savor this delay. Every minute you're not freezing to death is a good one.
This is starting to sound less and less like a good idea.
There's a reason I spend most of my time up here instead of on the planet. Before I forget, you'll need this cold weather equipment. If you're lucky, you won't use it much.
Everything checks out. You are cleared for launch.
You should check in with the commander at Auric Base when we land. He'll be able to tell you a lot more about Hoth.
Sorry I couldn't meet you. We've got a full-scale Imperial invasion on our hands. They caught us by surprise.
How bad is it out there? Have you been injured?
Don't worry about me, but we've taken hundreds of casualties since the attacks began. I'm defending a forward outpost, but our support team is pinned down closer to you. I'm sending the coordinates now. You're looking for a detachment from the 301st Infantry led by Sergeant Rusk. His squad is being overrun by Imperial probe droids.
I'll find your friends. A few probe droids shouldn't pose much of a threat.
These droids are set to rush targets and explode when they get close enough.
Have to hand it to the Empire. When it comes to killing people, they're innovators.
Sergeant Rusk has vital information we need. I'm counting on you to keep him and his men alive. May the Force be with you.
Glad to share my skills with someone talented. We can spar anytime.
Master Jedi, I can't tell you how glad I am you've arrived. Welcome to Auric Base. What's left of it. I'm Lieutenant Laskin. Did Republic Command send you? Did they get my distress signal?
I don't think your signal got through. The station seemed pretty calm.
You don't know? If you're not here to answer my distress call, I don't know what we're going to do. We can't hold out much longer. An explosion in one of the speeder hangars knocked out main power. Within seconds, we were under heavy Imperial fire. Our shields haven't switched to auxiliary power yet.
Without the shields, you must have taken heavy casualties.
What you see here, Master Jedi, might be all that's left of the Republic presence in this area of Hoth. We still have men in the field on a critical mission, or we did when we were attacked anyway. Between the Imperials and the cold, I don't have enough people for a search party. Please, if you could head out there, you're their only chance.
What makes you think they haven't already frozen to death?
I know it's a long shot, but the mission they were on is vital. They were headed out to check the long-range sensors. With those running again, we'd have some warning before another attack hit. If you reach them, give them these, fresh weapons and supplies, and they might make it back. And thank you.
Am I seeing things? I didn't think there was anyone else left alive on this planet.
What's the word from Auric Base? There's nothing on the comm but static. I was starting to think they pulled out and left us.
Do you need medical attention?
No, just cold and sick of emergency rations.
Not that getting back to Auric Base will change that. What about our mission? We can't leave the sensors like this.
I'll handle it.
Without the sensors, Auric Base is blind. They won't have any warning the Empire is coming. If you can reach the arrays, you can bring them back online. There are a lot of Imperials in the area, though.
We'd better get moving if we're not gonna freeze to death. See you back at the base.
lightsaber, jerk!
You made it! Welcome back! With the long-range sensors working again, it's starting to look like we might pull through this after all. Master Jedi, we're honored that you took the time to help us. Those men owe you their lives. Thank you.
Helping others is both a duty and an honor.
Sir, a distress flare was just fired from the power relay.
That relay's the only reason we still have shields and heat. If the Tals defending it are being overrun.
Orders, Lieutenant?
I don't know.
Is Lieutenant your first name? For an officer, you don't seem to have any leadership skills.
I'm sorry. Please, go to the relay. If you can't hold off the Empire, send up a flare. We'll try to evacuate as much of the base as we can.